Hi, welcome back. Today is gonna be a fun one. I'm actually making a s'mores cheesecake for my little sister's birthday, which is tomorrow. The recipe that I'm following is from Sense and Edibility. It's just their s'mores cheesecake. It looks gorgeous. I actually bought a thermometer, like one of the oven thermometers, because I think my oven doesn't get like to the heat that it says that it's getting to. This is it. I just got it off of Amazon. I'll link it below. So I'm gonna try it and see how it works. For the crust, it's just a simple graham cracker crust. Let's get the butter. My sister actually took my butter that was in, 57. Took my butter that was in the fridge, so I'm cutting frozen butter. So it's quite hard, but that's okay because we're melting it. Doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, so next I need to get 242 grams of graham crackers. Okay, so now it calls for 30 grams of sugar. And I'm just doing this right into the food processor because why dirty a dish when I can just put it right in the food processor? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go melt my butter, probably in like 20-second increments. I've never personally made a cheesecake before. My sister has, my mom has, and both of them said it's not that, oh, the butter, hold on. Anyway, so they both said it's not that bad. It's not like that hard to make the cheesecake. So I'm hoping that I'm not gonna royally mess this up. All right, I'm just gonna pulse this. So this looks like a pretty good consistency. It just, you know, looks like sand. So I'm gonna pour some of the butter in, start pulsing and see if we can get it to a good consistency like that where it sticks together. I think I'm gonna start with like half the butter. Let's see what that does. I always put this on backwards. I actually broke it trying to put it on backwards, so now it easily goes on backwards, and I never can tell. Okay, definitely needs more butter. I'm gonna test how this feels. It's not really wanting to stick together, but it's close. I'm just gonna pour the rest of this butter. I might have to melt some more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna melt a little bit more butter. It doesn't seem to want to stick together. The butter is so hot, so I'm gonna let that cool for just a minute. Okay, let's pour a little bit of this. Ooh, that is so hot. I don't know if I should pour it in there that hot. It still doesn't feel like it wants to stick together, so I guess I'm gonna add the rest of this butter. Okay, it's really close, but I still don't think it's quite there. So I guess I'm gonna add just a little bit more butter. Tell you, we are off to an excellent start. Okay, I think this is good. It is starting to kind of stick together. Oh yeah, I think this is good. The springform pan. I'm just gonna spray this with some avocado oil, put the parchment paper that I've already pre-cut in here, and then we'll get the crust pressed down. I'm gonna do this over the sink. Okay, I've got this sprayed. Now I'm going to put the parchment paper along the side. Okay, looking nice, looking nice. Okay, so far, not too bad. And this is a 9-inch springform cake pan, and I can link it. I just got mine from Amazon. I pretty much get all my stuff from Amazon. Okay, so this feels like a lot of graham cracker crust. Maybe I put too many graham crackers in it. I did the 242 grams, but maybe that's just too much. Anyway, I'm gonna take some of this out, and then if I wanna add more, I can, but right now it's a little bit thicker of a crust on the bottom than I want. Just using my Christmas bowl. So excited for the holidays. Okay, it says to take like a measuring cup and press down, so I'm gonna grab one of those. And I don't want too high of a crust, so I'm gonna just knock that down just a little bit. I'm gonna show you, this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. So very excited about this. Oh, we gotta check to see if the oven is actually 350 or not. It is not. Oh my gosh. It's only like, what? 325? And it says that it's finished. So let's go ahead and bump this up to 375 and let's see if we can get it to 350 in the oven. That is absolutely wild that it would be 25 degrees off. Like I knew it cooked cold, but I didn't realize it was that much, 25 degrees. I will definitely link that thermometer because that was a solid $8 purchase. That should help my cooking tremendously.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm gonna go check my oven, see if it's up to 350 now, and then put this in there for 10 minutes to pre-bake. I have my baking sheet with actually the parchment paper that I had to cut a little piece of, so we're just gonna go with that. I'm gonna put my marshmallows on here, and so they are ready for whenever I need to throw them in the oven. Here's the other kind of odd thing about this recipe. It says that if you're using the big jumbo marshmallows, you want 200 grams, and if you're using regular marshmallows, you want 284 grams. I don't know why the grams would change based on the size. I only have the really small ones, so I guess I'm gonna go with the regular and just see. I'd rather have extra toasted and not need it than not have it toasted and need it. So we're gonna do 284 grams of toasted marshmallows. The bag literally says 283 grams on it. I'm sitting here trying to measure it and I just needed to use the whole bag. All right, I'm just gonna try to level these out as much as I can. I saw on someone else's, that's what they did, and I felt like that was probably smart. Our crust is finished. Thought I would show you really quickly. Crust looks pretty good, I think. I actually tasted it and it tasted, well, not cooked, pre-cooked when I was cleaning the dishes. Tastes pretty good. So marshmallows are ready. I'm gonna set these to the side. Okay, my mixer is out. Let's get the ingredients together. All right, so the 4 packets of cream cheese, I'm just gonna open these up, sit them off to the side. What I learned about cream cheese being at room temperature, if it's not completely at room temperature, you run the risk of having like chunks of cream cheese in your batter, and that's something you don't want, especially for a cheesecake. You want it to be creamy. 1 cup of granulated sugar, or 203 grams. You know what, I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna use my 1 cup measure and I'm gonna see how many grams is in that. 203 grams. Okay, as you can see, 203 grams. It is not totally to the, oh, I just spilled it. That's okay, I'm just gonna pour it in there. Not quite to the top, so not quite a cup, but I'm gonna go with the 203 grams. 4 eggs that will go in 1 at a time. Let's see what all we got. Marshmallows ready to go, cream cheese ready to go, sugar, salt, I'll just do at the time. 4 eggs, 1/2 cup or 115 grams of sour cream, and then 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So let's get those 2 together. Okay, I am not the biggest fan of sour cream, but from my understanding, this is gonna give my cheesecake like that New York cheesecake tang. So before I actually start making the batter, the springform pan that I pulled out the oven is actually not cool to touch, but touchable. Well, I guess cool to touch. It's not cold, but it's not, like it's not burning. So I need to actually put tin foil around it, so when I put it in the water bath, it won't leak inside of it and make my crust all squishy. Tasty 101 actually did 2 pieces of tin foil, so I'm gonna do it that way. We all trust Tasty. Okay, we are doing it. We are getting there. That's so exciting. Okay, let's go ahead and get the actual like cheesecake done. So first things, we're gonna cream together the cream cheese, the sugar, and the salt. Everything's ready. So let's get this in. This says to mix on high, so let's do that. I'm gonna add my sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. One thing that John from the Preppy Kitchen said about his cheesecake was to always scrape down the sides of your bowl, like throughout, to make sure that everything was getting like well incorporated. I'm just gonna do that really quickly. Make sure I get the bottom of the bowl. We're gonna mix that on high again. So now it says we need to put the marshmallows into the oven before we start adding the eggs one at a time. It says to scrape down the bowl in between your eggs. So I'm gonna put the marshmallows in, bring my eggs over here, and start doing that. But I'm also gonna set a timer because I don't wanna forget about my marshmallows. Okay, let's see if we can do, I broke one of the eggs. Not bad. We'll just do, whoop. Okay, we got it. We can do this. It says to do the eggs on medium speed. Scraping down the side again. Add our second egg. Okay, scraping down the sides again. Okay, this is getting messy. Okay, final time, last egg. Okay, I'm gonna put the sour cream and the heavy cream in here. Got it all over my mixer, that's okay. Then the heavy cream. And then while that blends, I'm gonna get my teaspoon for my vanilla. All over me. Try to add the marshmallows now, slowly, and hopefully it won't climb the beater. I think my marshmallows have cooled too much. I'm gonna put them back in the oven and see if they'll fluff back up, and if not, I'm gonna have to start over on the marshmallows. These puffed back up, so I'm gonna add those now. Kind of clumping together. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Maybe I toasted it too long or let it cool too long. I don't know. We're going with it though. Pan is hot. All I'm doing is literally just scraping it off of this parchment paper and putting it directly into it. Everyone always keeps saying do not overmix your cheesecake batter, so I'm really trying hard not to do that. Okay, the final thing to add is the cornstarch, and then we will pour it into the spring form pan and put it in the roaster and put the roaster in the oven. Oh, hot water. I gotta get boiling water. Okay, I have my kettle on so that the water will start boiling. I'm gonna do the cornstarch, bring the spring foam pan over here. So much stuff to do. This is a lot. All right, I'm gonna do the sides one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this in here. Okay, I've got this huge roaster. I'm gonna put this in the middle. And then what I was told is go ahead and put this in the oven and then pour the boiling water around it. So it says it needs to bake for an hour and 15 minutes, but to check 45 minutes in to see if the top is browning, and if so, to put some aluminum foil. So I'm gonna set both those timers, one via Amazon's gadget, I won't say her name so she doesn't go off for you guys, and then one on the stove so I'll know when to check. And while I wait, I think I'm gonna put up my garland. We'll see. 45 minutes in, I did go check it. It was browning on the top, so I did put some tin foil. It has about 5 minutes left. I'll take the tin foil off, crack the door about an inch or two, and it will sit in the oven for about an hour. It's also gonna do this, so I'm gonna try it where they put this to make it the 2 inches, because mine automatically shuts. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be in the oven for 1 hour. While it cools, I'm gonna go take a shower because I'm actually gonna go meet my sister for a little while. Her friends are having a get together for her birthday. So I'm gonna go downtown and meet them. And so I'm gonna take a quick shower while this cools. It's been an hour. I am going to take it out of the water bath and let it cool on the countertop for 30 minutes. Okay, moment of truth. Did it crack? Oh no, it didn't crack though. I may have lost a partner here, but my cheesecake looks great. Apologies for the angle, but this was the point when I realized that water did get past the tin foil, and I was really concerned that it was going to get into the crust and make it soggy. So I just kind of completely forgot about filming and went into correction mode to see what I needed to do to fix this. Okay, it is the next day. It is time to decorate this cheesecake. I did turn my camera off last night because I got a little bit overwhelmed when I was taking it out of the water bath. Water did get into my tinfoil, so I don't really know what the crust is gonna look like. I just went ahead, put it in the fridge. I Googled kind of what to do, got as much water off of it as I could. So today we're gonna see what happened with the crust. Luckily, it did not crack as of yesterday when I put it in the fridge. I don't know necessarily what it did while it cooled the rest of the way, but we shall see. And then I have some heavy whipping cream on the stove heating up so that we can make our ganache that we're gonna pour on top. So let's get started. It's looking pretty decent. I have to admit, I was pretty bummed when I saw that water got into the tin foil. I'd even thought about buying one of those silicone, it's like a big cupcake holder essentially that goes on these things, and I almost bought it and I was like, no, people do it with tin foil all the time. I should have just gone with my gut. So what I've read is you take a spatula, you go underneath it, and that should break up the crust. And then everything I've read is you need to be confident when you're moving your cheesecake. So that's what we're gonna do. I can kind of feel where it's stuck a little bit. Let's get up under there. Okay, that feels good. All right, going to be confident. Okay, ha, did it. I think it looks okay. I mean, for my first cheesecake, I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to set this aside and cut up the chocolate that we're going to use to make the ganache. So bubbles are starting to form on my whipping cream, half a cup of whipping cream that I have heating up on the stove. So we are about to pour that in here and let it melt slowly. I also read that you should only use a spatula to stir ganache, not a whisk, because you don't want the air, you want it to be silky. Okay. Well, that changed quickly. Okay, I'm gonna let this cool for 5 minutes and then I will pour it on top of my cheesecake. I'm getting excited. So the birthday girl just walked in. I might let her pour the ganache. This is my sister. It's her birthday today.
Hi guys.
Okay, you wanna pour it?
You're so much taller than me.
Huh?
I mean, I'm sorry, I'm so much taller than you.
Oh yeah, no, you're a lot taller than me.
I'll just stay in a squat.
However you wanna pour it. Oh, it is good.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna turn out really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's perfect.
Happy birthday to my sister. Here's your Reese's, I mean, not Reese's. Here's your s'mores cheesecake.
You ready?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Ooh. That looks very good. Good. That's good.
It did turn out good.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
Not very good.
I don't know that I can tell it's marshmallow inside.
No,
of
not at all.
inside of the cheesecake.
No, but still very good.
And I don't think the crust is soggy.
Mm-mm.
It could just be that half. I don't know which half had got the water in it. No, I think it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely tell the chocolate on top is dark chocolate.
Yeah, but I like that.
Yay. Okay, well, that was the attempt at the first time cheesecake. I think it turned out pretty good. Happy birthday, Sierra.
Thank you.